If you're on the fence, don't do it. Let me just say, I love my baby. 9 months old and just the cutest. I love it. I think they make them so cute so you'll love them, but anyway, I wish I hadn't effing done this. I didn't want to do it. I went to 20 weeks debating if I wanted to terminate it or not, most often wanting to. I let family, friends, and the father talk me into it. Now, I'm effing miserable all the time. I went from working a job to being a stay at home mom. I need a break from this baby. It's always just us. Always. Then the dad feels some type of way because I don't cook or clean like a happy stay at home mom would. I'm not happy. Having to tend to two people is too much. And cooking probably wouldn't be too much if we weren't on such a restrictive diet. No bread, no rice, no potatoes, no meat, no cheese, no dairy, no oatmeal, no pasta, no gluten basically. I'm effing miserable. I eat what I want when I go out with friends though. The baby's not in daycare, and what I would give for that. Baby is always with us. No relative has even ever babysat because the dad is so effing paranoid and doesn't trust anyone. And then he wants to homeschool. What he means is I do the homeschooling. And now we're at the age of crawling everywhere and eating everything and crying all day and needing to be entertained and of course no TV. If I read The Hungry Caterpillar one more time. Then there's contact napping and contact sleeping. How the F am I supposed to get anything done without being stressed out? And I can't talk to anyone about this. My mom thinks I should be happy I don't have to work and I have a man paying all the bills. His mom thinks I'm being soft and need to do it all because she raised 11 kids and worked and had dinner cooked every night. And this effing oaf thinks I should have the king treatment and only have to work because he's the breadwinner and watch all these red pill dudes and these delusional ass women who co-sign all that BS. I hate the patriarchy. He doesn't have concerns about the baby when you want other people to watch, lol. He wants to control you, and it's working. He's doing this to ensure that you have no way of being independent. The good news is that you have the perfect opportunity to gather all the financial documentation you need to prove his financials in your divorce. This will only get worse if you stay. Your child deserves at least one good role model for a parent. Or would you like to model how they can treat their partner like S and they'll always be able to trap someone? Would you like to show them what a parent with a spine looks like, or are you going to leave that until they meet their future in-laws? Attorney here. I'm not going to predict the future of your family, but going back to work and establishing your own stream of income will be the make or break difference if, at some point down the line, you want a severe change in circumstances. Please keep this in the back of your mind and think practically. Easier said than done, I know, about keeping your options open. In OP's post history, you can see that he already tried to break up with her while she was heavily pregnant. She needs to get back into the workforce and put the kid in daycare stat. Jesus, that poor woman. She's in a terrible situation and I hope she gets out. That man is an effing scrub and doesn't want a partner, he wants a bang maid. She's trapped. He's 16 years older than her. That was his plan. She's probably already financially reliant on him. If he refuses to pay for daycare, what's she supposed to do? Everyone telling her to go back to work is great, but if she has no one to watch the kid, she's stuck. That's how these guys get you. He'll never allow her to work, and he'll try to get her pregnant again. He wants to get homeschooled so she can never leave the house, make money, and leave him. OP needs to find local resources like women's shelters and GTFO of this situation ASAP. It is only going to get worse. That's the game older men run on young women. I learned the hard way, though not nearly as hard as OP in my 20s to avoid TF out of older men. OP said in one of her posts she's 33. Not as gullible as a young 20-something-year-old, but she is being abused for sure. This is another one of those horror stories that shows that being child-free isn't a status. It's a commitment to not have children and only be with a partner that has decided the same. And if you even consider getting a termination, it's worth doing because you could just have a kid later that you planned for and wanted. It's only a big deal to people that want to watch you suffer as a single parent or a single married parent. And we're not about deadbeats here. Like, take care of the kids you make if you made them. But if you don't want to make them, don't. You don't have to. There's no reason to. If you don't think it's going to be fun and awesome to do so, and the amount of suffering that you'd have to go through, which to me is suffering, doesn't sound like suffering to you, it's worth doing on your side. Like, don't let me stop you.